We have a red carpet mystery box from Cricut. I want you to stick around after the video of the reveal so that we can do a project together using something out of this mystery box. Cricut does not pay me to make these videos, but they are kind enough to send me the box in advance so that I could show you guys what's in it and maybe how to use some of the products. It's a great way to build your stash, so make sure that you are grabbing this box using those links down below. If you use those links down below, I will earn a small commission, and I greatly appreciate you doing that. Or you can scan the QR code if you're in the US. Canada links are down below. The approximate value of this box is $142.90. It is on sale for $59.99. Your access discount will automatically apply to this box. You must be an access subscriber to get the box because it has a cutie in it. If you add anything to your cart and your total is over $100 in eligible items, you can add the group code CUTIES to that and receive an additional 10% off and free shipping. The 10% does not come off the box because it's already a great value at $59.99. So let's take a look at what is in this box. Yay, we have the cutie. This is the Merlot cutie. So we have that in the box. If you're a collector, make sure you're grabbing this box. This is not a new color. This color has been released before, but if you missed it, now's your chance to grab it. In this box, you're going to get smart vinyl. This is the 13-inch by 3-foot roll. If you have an Explore air machine or a Joy, something like that, this can be cut down and used on that machine, but you must put it on a mat. Make sure that it is on a mat. If you have the Explore 3 or the Maker 3, then you can use this material, smart material, without a mat. Then you also have removable matte premium vinyl. This is white and it's a 12 by 48-inch sheet of the white vinyl. You're also going to get some everyday iron-on in black. It's a 12 by 24-inch sheet. You're also going to get the Cricut Sportflex iron-on. This is for nylon and polyester, guys, where you can use this on cotton. This one will give and stretch with those nylons and cottons. And it is an 11.8 by 24-inch roll. You're also, for our infusible ink users or for people using the mug press, you're going to get some of the heat-resistant tape, and that's a 3/4 inch or 0.75 inch width by 52 feet of tape. You can also use this if you need to help tape down your transfer on your iron-ons as well. You're also going to get a light grip mat. This is a 12 by 12 light grip mat in a package of 1, and then you're going to get the package of 2 standard grip green mats. So you can always use mats. And last but not least, you're going to get some of the Cricut Smart paper. This is the sticker card paper. Again, this is a 13 by 13-inch sheet. This is for use without a mat in your Explore 3 and your Maker 3 machines. However, again, you can cut this down and use it in your other machines by placing it on a mat. Please do not attempt to cut smart materials on a machine other than the Maker 3 or the Explore 3 for the machine that this material was intended for. So thank you, Cricut, for sending this to me, and let's make a project. Guys, thank you for using my links down below and shopping with me. I greatly appreciate your support. Okay, so here we are over on DesignSpace, and I have laid out a small project. Now, you can use any images or whatever it is that you want to do, but we're going to be cutting some smart vinyl, and this one is just a small, like, 3-inch image. I want it 3 inches wide, and I think my height is going to be okay. Yeah, about 4 inches. I have a little jar I'm going to show you that I purchased from Michael's that I wanted to use to put my clean paint brushes in. So let's pop over. I've got this ready to go. I am going to, let's see. Let's grab this view. As you can see, I've got the little jar right here, and I've got my brushes in it, but I've never put anything on there. So I am going to put this little image that we have right here in DesignSpace onto that jar. And we're going to be using our smart vinyl. So let's go ahead and get it ready. I'm going to hit make it, send it over to the machine. I'm not using iron-on, so I don't need to mirror, but you see it says on a mat. I am going to use this without a mat because I have the Maker 3. Now, if you have any other machine, you'll need to cut your material and put it on a mat and then use the regular on a mat option. So we're just going to hit continue. And this is going to send it over to my maker, and I'm going to go to popular and select, this is the permanent smart vinyl. There's one for removable. You want to make sure you're selecting the right one. And I'm just going to use default pressure. I think that that will be enough. I have a fairly new blade, so everything is ready. We're going to pop over. You see my light is flashing for me to load my material. So let's go full screen with the machine. Here we go, and I'm just going to move my keyboard out of the way, and we're going to open up this material, my true control knife. Let's see. Okay, no tape on there. Yay, this one has some tape on it. Pull that out. And we're just going to take that right out of the machine. Out of the box for the machine. Now, if you have the roller, you can set this in that tray and just let it sit there. Let me grab that so that everything is not flopping around, and I can trim it off easier too. So with your adapter here, just sits right on these two guides. I can't see. There we go. There. Now it's on there. And now I'm just going to feed this material right under there. And it's going to go under the guides of the machine, just like so. And now we're going to hit that load button. And we're going to hit the go button. I've just got a little sticky dot I'm going to put on the back of that and stick it so it doesn't roll around. And I'm going to speed through this while that cuts, and then we'll come back and weed it and transfer it. Okay, so now that it's finished cutting, I'm just going to hit that unload button just so, let me just slide you guys over so you can see. So we're just going to hit the unload button, and now we have our cut on there. I'm just going to set this out of my way. And I'm going to trim off my design. I should have trimmed it in the trimmer and went straight across, but I'll do that later. Let's see. Yeah, with the trimmer, you can just cut it and it will cut all the way across for you. But I can use that on a machine that cuts with the mat. So, and I have a scrap of Cricut transfer tape. I'm using the gray grid. And let's get our weeding tool. I'm just going to start with that outside corner, and I'm going to peel back. And you can see how I'm peeling that back flat against itself and just kind of wiggling that right out of there. Super easy to weed. And then we're just going to come in here and take out the other parts that we don't need. I've heard a couple people say they have been having trouble with the smart vinyl, but I wanted to show you guys that it's not as hard to use. You just need to take your time. I got all my sticky dot. Now I am going to clean my image here with alcohol. I just have a little pad here. I'm just going to get some alcohol on there, and we're just going to clean that up. See if we can stop that from rolling. All right, and now I have my transfer tape, and I'm just going to trim that down That's good. That's all we need. Using up those scraps from Christmas. And let's peel the backing off of that. And I'm just going to peel back a corner, okay? And just fold it over. And I'm just going to place it over my image where I want it to be. And then stick down that corner. And then I'm just going to peel this back flat against itself across the image. Okay? And now you want to take your scraper and you want to burnish over the design. And then flip it and burnish it again. Technique really matters when you're working with this material. And sometimes it will work, sometimes not. But if you're pulling this transfer tape like this, sometimes you see how it's leaving stuff. It doesn't really like that. You want to peel your backing, and I know it sounds crazy, away from your image by putting it flat against itself and then rolling this back. And if a piece doesn't want to stick, oh, I cut through my liner. That's why I've got a pretty new blade. So that could be part of the issue if you're having trouble transferring. There we go. It didn't want to stick down like that. And I have cut into my backing. That's part of my problem. So if it's cutting too deeply, that could cause you an issue. You can see the white on the back of that letter right there. That is why some of you may be having a little bit of an issue. I can see the cut lines in here. I can feel them. So I'm just going to get my True Control and get that started so that where it's cut would allow it to release, and then start peeling it back flat against itself, and it's going to come off. There you go. And then I'm just going to take my, stick it down. But yeah, if you will have issue if it's cutting too deeply, and I'm going to show you right here. You can see I can peel it, just about peel that up right there. You can see my blade's cutting too deeply. So I have a fairly new blade, so what I should have done is done a test cut. I have it here too. I should have done a test cut to be sure that I had the right depth. And if you do that test cut and it's cutting too deeply like this, maybe cut a star or an S. Those have swirls and straight lines. And if it's cutting too deeply, then you know to go to less pressure. So always do a test cut, and that will tell you if you need to adjust your cut or not. But if everything's cut properly, you should not have any problem getting it to transfer to your tape. I've cleaned this with alcohol. And I'm just going to stand up so I can see here. And I'm going to put this right down on my image, letting that center hit first and then just kind of work it. And I'm on a curved object, so you can clip your transfer tape so you can get it to lay if you're having any kind of an issue. Just going to give that a rub. Okay. So now we have our image on there, and we're going to remove the transfer tape by pulling it back against the object. And mine's going to rip where I cut it up there, but that's okay. I'm just going to flat against itself. And that's going to allow it to stick, and your project is complete. So easy, so much fun. So again, if you're having trouble getting it to transfer on that smart vinyl, check your cut. Again, if it's cutting too deep and cutting into that backing and lifting that up, then that is why you're having trouble with it sticking to your transfer tape and not coming off. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for shopping the mystery box with me. I'm really loving this. And I will catch you on the next video. Happy crafting!